So give me 10 minutes of your time. I'll tell you a small, beautiful story which will quietly change the way you look at decision making for the rest of your life. And this is not just a story out of Mahabharata, but it is our story. It is the story of every choice that we make, every decision that we take on a day to day basis. So let's dive in. So, the great civil war, Mahabharata, is just about to begin. And the two cousins, Arjuna and Duryodhana, are standing on opposite sides. And they both need Krishna's help. They know that they cannot really win this war without Krishna's help. So, they both make up their minds to go meet Krishna and to seek help. And at that moment, Krishna is having his afternoon siesta. Since both Arjuna and Duryodhana are well known to Krishna, and Arjuna also happens to be a dear friend, they are allowed to enter without any questions asked. And they both start walking into Krishna's chambers. And Duryodhana walks straight ahead confidently, and he goes and he sees Krishna lying there. He walks straight up to Krishna's head and sits right beside his head. And then there is Arjuna, who's entering quietly with folded hands, goes and takes a seat near Krishna's feet. And there's complete silence, nobody says anything. And in a couple of minutes, Krishna opens his eyes. Naturally, he will see Arjuna first because Arjuna is right there at his feet. Krishna smiles and says, "My dear Arjuna, what brings you here?" And then he eventually turns and sees that even Duryodhana is right there next to his head. They both, that is Arjuna and Duryodhana, they say that, Krishna, now that the war is inevitable, we both need your help. And you got to help us with this. And Krishna says something extraordinary. Krishna says, "Yes, for sure, I will help you both. But there is one condition. And the condition is this, that I will not fight this war. Neither will I take up any weapons. But here's a choice you have. One of you will get my army, and one of you can have me, that is unarmed, only offering guidance. Now you can make the choice, but because I opened my eyes and I saw Arjuna first, Arjuna will get to make the choice first." And just by listening to this, Duryodhana was fuming inside. He was so angry and so frustrated, and his mind starts racing. What if Arjuna asks for the army? What if Arjuna asks for everything? Arjuna steps forward, and without any hesitation or any calculation, all that he says is, "Krishna, I do not want the army. I don't want any such. I only want you by my side." And there is complete silence. And Duryodhana is shocked and stunned beyond measure. And also secretly he is relieved. And heart of hearts, Duryodhana thinks, what a fool is this fellow. He is denying Krishna's offer of having the army, the great Narayana Sena. And without any hesitation, Duryodhana says that, "Krishna, I will take the army. I want the Narayana Sena." And then he walks out feeling victorious, as if the world is on his side. Eventually, the war unfolds. One side has the greatest army of its time, and one side has only a charioteer. And who is this charioteer? Krishna himself. Now, let's pause, because like I told you, this story is not about the war. It is about us. And there are some brilliant takeaways for us if we care to ponder. So let's begin. Point number 1. Where you sit determines how you live your life. One chooses to sit near the head and one chooses to sit near the feet. And there is great symbolism here. Duryodhana chooses to sit near the head, which represents arrogance, ego, and control. Arjuna chooses to sit near the feet, and he represents humility, surrender, and openness. Point number 2. Krishna represents pure divine consciousness, and the army represents power, pleasure, success, security, and all the attractions of the world. And when Krishna gives this choice of choosing one between the two, he is also silently delivering a message. You cannot have both God and the world. When you choose the world, you slowly abandon the divine. And when you choose the divine, the world loses its grip over you. Point number 3. Duryodhana chooses weapons over wisdom, and Arjuna chooses wisdom over weapons. Power looks impressive on the outside, but it's actually our wisdom that determines our destiny. Point number 4. Intellect without surrender becomes arrogance, and Duryodhana is the classic example of this. Duryodhana has brilliant intellect, but this intellect lacks humility and surrender, and so it blinds him. Point number 5. The right choice may look foolish. Arjuna did look foolish that day, at least to Duryodhana, but that very choice protected his soul. So, the final takeaway: before you make your next big decision, before you choose power, pleasure, and all the attractions of the world, pause for a moment and ask yourself this question: am I choosing the army or am I choosing Krishna?